I really should have put that ink away. This can't be a good omen. A bad omen? Yep, I'll say. Now let's see what it says here. When you see a black cat... Black cat? I don't have a black cat. Ah, here! He who steps into a puddle of black ink is sure to have bad luck until the next day dawns. Until the next day? That means one whole day of bad luck.
Good morning, Wally. Can you believe it? I've been meaning to take up jogging forever, and today I finally decided to start.
Never start a new venture on a Monday. It will bring you a month of horrible luck. You're much better off starting tomorrow, Daco. He's not listening. Oh, boy.
That's just superstition. Not to mention unscientific. What kind of bad luck could it bring? Maybe I'll run into a tree.
So, now do you believe me? Maybe that'll knock some sense into your noggin. If you pass a girl with an empty bucket, you may be cursed. If you whistle on a Monday morning, beware the consequence. If you spill the salt, you will have a fight.
That happened to me one time. Last year, Colin and I had dinner on New Year's Eve. He passed the salt, and I spilled it, and we fought the next day. Yeah.
A feather on your pillow. You will lose sleep.
If you find a June bug in your shoe, you'll be wealthy in 1 week's time.
Unlucky number 13.
This is a disaster.
Hurry! You have to get off that bike, Chiko.
It's for your own safety.
I'm sorry. I can't hear you.
13 is an unlucky number. Something bad could happen.
That bike is a death trap. Get off it now.
I still can't hear you. My bike is what?
Your bike's not safe.
Ah, you bet. It is pretty great, isn't it?
Stop!
What happened? I can't see. I can't see.
Turn left, Chiko. Please, I'm begging you. Turn left. Watch out.
Oh, what just happened anyway?
You crashed. We tried to warn you. 13 is an unlucky number.
That bike is cursed. And now, so are you.
But that's only superstition.
Sure, that's what I thought. And then I read...
Hey, Rosa, good to see you. Stop whistling.
Huh?
Do you see what I see?
She's carrying an empty bucket. There's a whole chapter on that one.
She's cursed! Run for your lives!
Hello? Anybody? Where are they? Ah! Playing hide and seek, I see. Chiko, you can come out. I found you. Ollie, Ollie, Oxenfree! Wally? How in the world did you get that black eye? Okay. You guys are acting awfully weird. Now, are you going to tell me what's going on, or aren't you?
And if that wasn't enough bad luck, you came along with an empty bucket.
What? That's ridiculous! You must think I'm an idiot! And my bucket isn't even empty anyway! So, silly! And that isn't bad luck! It's only ink! And yes, I whistled! But it's after 12, so it doesn't matter anyway! Give me that! Do you know what that is? Foolish nonsense! Hand.
Maybe it's true, after all.
What do we do now, you guys?
Don't do anything.
Hey, problems with weeds?
Yes, right here. And here. And here and here.
Oh, chamomile. An old flame once gave me chamomile each day. Well, it lasted a month and then, well, that's personal. Oh, what's that? It's right there. It's sticking out. Barry, come on. What is it?
Hey, it's just to look at.
Well, it looks good. I'm off 30 days. 30 days. 30 days. 30 days. 30 days. 30 days.
Do you know where? There's a key. I need a key.
No, you all forgot, but I was keeping them. Cool shot.
Oh, my.
I've got it! When I say I've got it, that means you've got to move away!
Have you seen a small key?
For that box there?
So, why did you close the box? What are you hiding?
That's not the point. I have a diary here where I write down my personal thoughts. My entries are not for others to read, and I want to keep people from accidentally reading them. So I lock it in this wooden box that I found, and it came with a key. And where have you seen it?
Let me take a look at that box, Carlin. Oh, so you've been writing about Chiko, huh? You can see that Chiko looks at his tongue in the mirror for hours? Huh? Is that it?
Hey, let me read this over. No one could have known that about me. How did you know about that?
We live right next door to each other, Chiko. Every morning I go to my balcony, and I see you standing in front of your mirror with your tongue out looking worried.
Hi, Barry! What's this setup? Huh?
It's just to look at. Honestly.
Okay. You don't have to tell me. We can just keep it a mystery. If that's what you want.
Hey, buddy. Quite a long face, huh? Still worried about your tongue? You know, Chiko, sometimes I look at my tongue in the mirror. It's okay.
What's going on here?
Carlin can't unlock his secret box, and I told him that Chiko looks at his tongue in the mirror. And now Chico's mad.
Why did you tell him that? It's his private life. Like how no one knows that you hide under the bed during a storm.
I don't do that. Oh, so how did you know about that?
I was walking once when a thunderstorm began, and I ran over to your place, and you were under the bed with your eyes closed and you were trembling.
Can we maybe look for the little key?
What key do you mean?
To open the box.
Barry has instruments. He can open it.
Well, give me a wire.
Hello. Barry, now don't get ahead of me. Let me get ahead of you. But listen, I think it would be better. I really think all around it would be better if you paint the box an olive color. So, where exactly did you find this brown box?
How do you mean where? I'm the one who found it.
In an old oak tree?
Yes, there was some rubbish, some dried camomiles. I thought someone had thrown them away together with the box.
Carlin, I need you to give it to me,
Yay!
Carlin. Carlin, let go. Let go. This is... Oh, Carlin, stop holding on to the box. My private letters. Oh, the secret panel wasn't found. The letters are safe.
Give my diary back to me. You can't read it. Give it back. Olga, give it back. Strange things have been going on with Barry lately. He looks at the stars suspiciously, like he's waiting for an alien invasion. And he's making a secret underground shelter. What's going on? Everyone knows everything about everybody. For crying out loud. No privacy anymore, so there's no point in hiding.
You see, I wanted, well, kind of, to tell you that, well, you see, you and me, and, I see you, and I wanted to know if maybe, well, if you like flowers, because, well, I brought you, how can I put it, well, you see, I brought you these. Dear Rosa, I've wanted to tell you for a long time now, and, well, now forget it. We'll talk later. Have you ever experienced this? You've got exquisitely precise thoughts in your head, but when it comes to verbalizing them, you end up with all kinds of nonsense.
It is important to communicate with precision and simplicity. Example: the third law of thermodynamics. Nothing can be simpler. But there are those that need to break it down to very basic things. To begin with, to write a scheme that would clarify why the first and second laws of thermodynamics don't make it possible to identify the S0 value of the entropy system with a zero temperature, and after that
Yes,
to write
right.
that in its turn...
I'm going to write her a letter. Ha! I'll express my thoughts in private, and she won't be able to distract me with her beauty.
Yes, yes, of course. It turns out that it's exactly for that reason that it becomes impossible to make a theoretical calculation.
Of unforgettable charm, Wally, wounded to the depth of his heart. Yes. Now that you know about my feelings, and you can mock me if you wish, just remember that I'll be yours, only a captive of your unforgettable charm, till my dying day. Wally, wounded to the depth of his heart. Hey, listen to that. Wounded to the depth of his heart. What a good line. This will make Rosa swoon. Wounded to the depth of his heart. And I am writing you again. Sometimes I think I've got so much to tell you that one lifetime wouldn't be enough. Even though I wrote you so many things before, I find it impossible to get across even 100th of what I wanted to tell you. Allow me to write you every day, in the morning and in the evening. You told me yesterday that the sun isn't warm anymore, but you are my sun, and I don't need any other. What is happiness, if not an opportunity to see you every day, every hour, every minute, every second? What more could I wish for? For you to feel the same? No, I don't even dare to dream about that. I know it's impossible. And because of that, my poor, tortured heart is torn to tiny... No, shredded to... No, ripped into tiny pieces. No, big pieces.
So, Wally, how are you doing expressing yourself?
Not bad, I think. Here, listen to this. Yes, it all became clear to me from your sparkling eyes. Could it be that you are not indifferent to me? Now that you've opened your heart to me, I'm so happy I'm struck dead. Huh? What do you think?
I must say it's fairly evocative. Some of it seemed a little bit strange at first, but overall it's wondrous.
You think so?
Here we go!
My dear, I'm fine. I'm a little sick, but it's nothing serious. A slight chill, a fever, some congestion. None of it can tamper my love for you. I'll see you soon and take you far away. I miss you so.
Hi, Wally! Do you have some rope I could borrow for my sled? What are you writing here? In the evenings, when I'm so sad, I remember our quiet evenings together, our kisses. Who's this for?
Nobody. You can't be in here. Take your sled and go away. Don't you see I'm working?
Now you listen to me! I need a rope! Is there any around here? Huh? Ah! Why so many letters here? What's going on? Who are these for? What are you, Shakespeare?
It doesn't matter anymore. Here, take it. You're becoming too suspicious and jealous for absolutely no reason. It just seems to me that it's time we both take a break from each other. Only please, Rosa, no tears. The sun will rise again tomorrow.
Why can't we get a fir tree in the forest? Why do we have to go to the mountains? It's getting so cold out here, Crash.
Look around. What do you see, Chico?
Well, there's no snow.
Right. Christmas will be here any day now, and there's no snow.
What's a tree got to do with it? Why are we going to the mountains?
There's zero snow in the forest, and so those are all non-Christmas trees over there. If we start decorating them, their needles will start falling out of sheer exhaustion. Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of snow up there in the mountains, and the fir trees there are fit and ready for Christmas.
Oh.
If you squint your eyes a little, you can kind of imagine that all of this is sort of covered in a fine blanket of snow. Well, it looks like you can't have snow in winter anymore. It's unnatural.
I must say, when it comes to this anomaly, I too have serious concern.
Where to?
To the mountains for a fir tree.
Oh, yeah? You think you could bring some snow on your way back?
We can't carry much more.
Well, could you at least try?
Well, no promises.
Maybe all of us have lost our marbles, and it's a cold day in spring. And we, ignorant fools, decided to celebrate Christmas.
Huh? What are you talking about? In spring, there are creeks, nightingales, and dreams of love. I sure don't see any of those here. Where are you going?
The mountains for a fir tree.
Could you please bring some snow back here?
Nah, our hands will be full.
Just a little, guys.
We can't promise anything.
Yes! Amazing! This is a fantastic snowmaking machine! Well, it's almost snow. It's kind of softish, and it's white. Ow! Slippery too.
Where to?
To the mountains for a fir tree.
Please bring some snow back.
Unfortunately, our hands will be full.
Well, just a small amount.
We can't promise anything, but we'll try.
This one is small.
It isn't small, so let's get this one then.
It's also small.
What do you want? A redwood or something?
Nah, we need a fir tree, and it should compensate for our lack of snow with its size.
So, how can a fir tree compensate for a lack of snow anyway? What do you mean?
Uh-oh. Christmas equals snow, plus a fir tree, plus gifts. In our case, we have no snow. So in order to make up for this fact, it's necessary that the fir tree be extra large.
Why don't we compensate for a lack of snow by doing something else? We should just give a bunch more presents to everyone.
Ah, we should have thought of that before. Oh, here it is. Oh, this one right here. Woohoo!
What? We won't be able to carry that at all.
Your eyes are afraid, but your hands are able.
What was that?
Snow's coming.
Guys, you were asked to bring just a little bit of snow. Pee.
Look at this. Our fir tree is non-existent.
Well, the snow will probably make up for it.
Hello there. My name is Cornelia, a name known for being both noble and pleasing to the ears. Anyone who's well-read could tell you that princesses and proud ladies are typically named Cornelia. Cornelias are extremely smart, are in command of their fate, and affect history. Well now, do you finally understand who you're dealing with?
Watch out! Here comes trouble.
Come on, do your worst.
Aw, man. Lucky block. Here I come. Nice try, Chiko. Crash is almost to the goal. Time to shoot.
Tough luck. Looks like Crash missed. Poor Crash.
Oh, I'm gonna need you, Chiko. Oh,
Hey, Rosa, can you kick the ball back, please?
Kick the ball back. Come on, Rosa, just kick it over.
For your information, my name is no longer Rosa. I have evolved. If there is something you wish to ask me, or you would like to pay me a compliment, then you must address me as Cornelia. And now, if you'll follow me, I'll teach you how to play games that will help you increase your intellect to a decent level.
Crash rushes forward.
What are you scared of, huh?
Nothing.
Let's move.
Thank you.
Watch this.
Oh, I'm watching. Oh, wow.
Why aren't you happy? Let's play together and have fun. Let's play tag. Crash, tag, yay!
Whoa! Now you listen here, Cornelia.
I'm no longer Cornelia. Now I'm Jaconda, which of course means joyous and full of laughter. Lucky you, I've come to cure your boredom.
Oh, dear. Your joy and laughter really took a toll on my face. Crash, we need to pick up the pace. Look over there. It's Joyous Jaconda, and she's running toward us. No, no more fun. Please, I'll take boredom.
My poor Chiko got injured. There, it'll be okay.
Jaconda?
My name is Eleanor.
Let's see, it's right here. Eleanor, known for compassion.
That sounds about right to me. Well, I guess this time we need to look up the name that means abnormally cold.
Nope. Inga. Winter-like.
Apple-like, apple-like. Is it apple-like?
My name is now Ephraim, which means fruitful.
Are you sure? Because Ephraim is a male name.
Well, I'll be.
Why are you following us?
Do you mean me? I'm Amina. And my name means loyalty.
And my name is Crash, which means will you please stop following us? I guess everyone should call you by your new name now, one that means covered in mud.
I don't know what to do. What name is best for me? All of them have something that fits. How can I possibly choose just one and give up all of the others? After all, I am submissive, and I am tranquil, I can be merciful, and I'm beautiful, also victorious, and so passionate, and winter-like, and immensely rich, as well as, what was it now? Gertrude, yes, strong with a spear!
Don't worry, we'll think of something. Chiko, right? You're still named Chiko, aren't you?
Refer to me as boss and you won't go wrong. Felicia, that one means happy.
That sounds right.
Okay, Felicia.
Adelia, it means noble.
Absolutely.
Adelia. Or Odelia. Whatever.
Isolda?
Isolda, I-S. Will you slow down? I can't keep up with you. Just give it to me. There! Henceforth you shall be known as Emily, Augusta, Susanna, Juliet, Gloria, Danielle, Inara, Valerie, Eloise, Jennifer, Chanel, Aurora, Angelica, Jadwiga, Nora, Elvira, Elizabeth, Tempera, Juliana,
Diana, Veronica, Ariadna, Victoria, Teresa, Maria, Esmeralda, Isabella, Cornelia. Cornelia.
Oh, you done?
Done.
Let's go.
Well, but what about Emily, Augusta, Juliet? What is she called?
There's no need to be so formal. My close friends can call me Rosa.
Who?
And action! A giant meteorite! Or a meteor, I don't know, anyway, whatever. It's a huge space rock flying a zillion miles per hour. Chiko, you're the first lonesome traveler to ever set foot on this incredible space rock thingy. You've traveled 10 billion miles in your ship, and you're walking around on the surface. Ahem, I said walking. You're all alone exploring the vastness. And you're having an awesome time. I said an awesome time! There you go. But wait! Oh no! The explorer isn't alone! Could it be a hostile alien? It is, and he's extremely aggressive. This means danger. Our explorer brings out his mode of self-defense. Yeah, that one. Just as he readies his weapon, the meteor suddenly flies into a dangerous radioactive storm. Oh, it's shaking things up. Oh, wait, that's just the film messing up. Excuse me, I asked for a storm. I can't work under these conditions. Who's in charge of special effects?
There might be a problem. I'll fix it as soon as I can.
Fine. Everyone take 5. A soft 5.
We're good now.
Action!
My totally spaced out life, take 12.
Gotta hand it to Pin. These effects are something. Where's that robot who plays the monster? Gross, 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 gross! Pew, pew. Pew? Pew.
No need to worry, but I might have lost our robotic actor. I can't get a signal from him in this fog.
I'm more worried about Chiko. Why can I not see my star?
That's my fault. You asked me to make real fog, so I made it. Ah, well.
Ah, great. Yoo-hoo!
Pew, pew. Who? Someone! Help! No! I don't want to be a space hero!
Chiko? I think I heard something.
Stupid robot, get over here.
Day 20. No further signs of intelligent life. I'm light years away from everyone I know, which is probably fine since they got me into this mess in the first place. Pew, pew. This is the last time I do a movie for Crash, really. I just wish I was home.
Oh, hey, Chiko. It's about time. Hey, where you been? Ugh. The fog totally ruined everything we tried to shoot. So we'll have to move the part where you find a confusing celebrity cameo on Mars to tomorrow.
Where's our place in the universe?
Beats me, I don't know. But it's just as fun here as it would be anywhere else, right?
If you think about it, we're all kind of space explorers, flying away on our own tiny meteor. The only difference is that none of us have any kind of script. Or laser, I guess.
The absorption of solar energy directly from the sun. Ah, yes, alongside the proper amount of moisture.
Looks good. You ready? Done. Let's test this baby. Crash. Let her rip.
Add the proper fertilizer, along with the greenhouse effect. Then, yes, remarkable! A remarkable invention. According to my calculations, your portable garden will withstand even the most severe droughts.
I just don't know what to say, my friend. I don't know when I've been so emotional. I've dreamt of this day for so long, and now it's finally here. It's leaking. I assure you it's nothing to worry about. I just find a hole and solder it.
It's rather dark. Could we get some more light over here?
Got a basket of homemade rolls? You've been down there for hours. Come on up here and eat something, why don't you?
Hold on. Look at this. I think I found it.
Wonderful.
Now, let's have those rolls. I sure am hungry. You know, I've been meaning to ask you. Does that door lock?
It's no use, fellas. This thing's bolted from the outside.
You built this tin can. I blame you.
I built it, but you designed the thing. Calm down. Fighting won't get us out any faster. Maybe someone outside will hear us and let us out. Knock it off, Carlin. You're making me nervous. I can't sit anymore. My pins and needles have pins and needles.
Would it be possible for you to cease that infernal knocking, Crash? Soon, perhaps?
I'm doing it for a reason. Haven't you ever heard of Morse code?
I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Let me go. Let me go. Let me
You know what I think, Carlin? I think Chiko's a claustrophobe. Very observant, Pin. No, that steel's hot enough to fry a caterpillar.
Oh, you stepped on my toe. Must you hop so close, Barry?
There's only so much hopping room.
Well, don't hop on someone else's foot, will you?
That's it. I can't take it anymore. Get me out of here. Help! Somebody! Help!
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Daco, any idea where this this oil can is rolling right now?
According to my calculations, we're heading toward the water.
Water? Salt water.
Well, friends, it doesn't look good. That's my pencil! What am I going to calculate with?
It keeps bouncing up and down. What is happening right
Quiet,
now?
quiet! Bickering will do us no good. We have to work together now to survive. Now stop all this nonsense. Every one of you! All right, the thing we have to do now is stay calm and think of a
I
plan.
can't think. I'm seasick.
If I'm right, land is that way.
Let's turn her around, boys! Heave! Ho!
Keep moving! Faster! Faster!
Don't stop moving! The sky.
Well, as the saying goes, better luck next time. Oh.
Don't worry, my friend. Hey, we'll build a new one.
I get water in my ears. What do I do?
Well, if you hop 10 times on one foot and 15 times on the other, you'll, get dizzy. I can't take this! I'm sweating my rack off. I need some fresh air. I'm supposed to be doing a very important experiment tonight.
Well, there's enough ingredients for one more, and we're going to finish what we started.
No more. I can't. I'm melting. I need to air my hooves. Oh, let me just breathe for a minute or two. Then I'll do whatever you tell me.
Now, or it'll boil over. What's that?
An icicle.
You see? If I'd let you stand out here just breathing, the spike of frozen pain would have landed square on that big noggin of yours.
Then I certainly wouldn't have been doing that important experiment. And I would have to kiss tomorrow's skiing trip goodbye as well. My entire life would be changed forever. Loud!
And it would have messed up. All of my canning. Can you explain to me, please, why we are running through the snow like lunatics?
It's an important experiment. We need to calculate how a random turn of the path can affect the fate, the destiny of someone walking along it. And we have to make that someone deviate from the path to observe the change.
And what use will that be?
Quite a lot. It could very well teach us how to predict where our choices will lead us before they're made. Shushi. Barry didn't see the sign because he was looking down at his feet. Apparently because he was lost in thought. And the reason he was lost in thought was...
I've got no idea where I'm going. And once more, I don't know where the heck I've been.
Follow me! After him!
Doesn't look like anyone except for me has even used this detour yet. Huh?
Wally, are you all right?
Are you blind? Recklessly barreling
Right across the pedestrian footpath detour!
What detour are you talking about? It's a sled run. Always has been. What are you doing walking across a sled
It's a
run?
footpath detour. There's a sign.
Huh.
Then the sign-
Without our detour sign, Wally and Rosa would not be having this argument. The entire rest of their lives is now on a different course. We've created an absolutely new path in their lives. Can't wait to see what happens next.
What are you smiling at? It's clear the path we've created for them is wrong. They're quarreling awfully because of your experiment. Next, they'll probably stop visiting each other. Then they'll stop talking to each other. And then their little hearts will break. Right in two.
You think so? Well, I'll just have to make a few more adjustments to their life paths then.
Just tell them that your stupid experiment is to blame.
It's a sled run.
No, footpath detour. You're super
Shut your
wrong.
mouth.
I'm not trying to tell you.
Maybe we should fix this from the background. Right, we know the point of change. The square of the cause, sum of the consequence, the cosine of the future, then carry the one, divide by the variable.
Put that book down and fix what you've done.
When the equation's ready, they'll forget they ever quarreled at all. Like I forgot. You owe me 2 jars of strawberry jam.
I'll give you 3 if you manage to straighten out this mess. Where are you going?
I've had it with you.
Dipsheep.
It's very simple. We'll first make Wally leave his house. Then he will make his way to the tree with the stuff in it. But before that, we'll have lured Rosa out. And then, when the two of them bump into each other, we just give the string a pull, and beautiful, fragrant rose petals will waft down on them. Looks like it's jammed. Dump rose petals! No! What happened?
An icicle dropped on your big head. Looks like it happened after all.
But if it weren't for you worrying about the experiment, I wouldn't have been here, and an icicle wouldn't have hit my head.
Oh, if it wasn't for your ridiculous experiment, I wouldn't have had cause to worry.
Well, if you'd got your canning done back in the fall, instead of waiting till the middle of winter, I wouldn't have been doing that experiment at all.
I canned a bunch of jam in the fall, but you ate all of it, which is why I was forced to make more jam in the winter, genius!
Well, that's because sugar helps me think. When you're a genius, your brain needs energy. What I fail to see is why eating jam means an icicle has to fall on my head. What is it? Destiny?
Look at that.
Pay up. That's 3 jars of jam.
Huh?
What could that... Well, what in the world is this weird thing?
How phenomenal! Such a glorious find. I'm absolutely sure what this is. Oh, I would know this fragrance anywhere, and it brings me back every time. Barry, you found a truffle.
A what?
A truffle's a rare and... Well, it's a delicacy. You should really try it. It's truly an experience of a lifetime.
All right.
Not just you. We must all try it. Now, we'll divide it between the...
9! The 9 of us! Carry on.
It turns out it's too small to share. With a bite so tiny, we wouldn't taste it.
So then now what? Does anybody else have any ideas?
Why not have one person be the taste tester? That person would sample the truffle and take a lot of notes. Then she would report back to the rest of you.
So how do we choose who'll do it?
That's the easy part. We'll just have a lottery.
Please, just choose one quickly. The suspense is killing me.
I can't see!
And the person elected honored ambassador is a great truffle taste test is...
Do it already!
For it.
It's
Crash!
All right!
He is right for this. Crash eats everything. His tastes aren't discerning enough.
Says you.
How could he possibly appreciate the nuances of this truffle and then be able to describe it? It's not right. We need somebody with distinguishing taste buds. I nominate me.
What? You're not qualified. I think that the best choice is Chiko.
All right, then. We'll have to vote on it.
Vote for my pal Chiko. He should eat the truffle. He'll tell you what it tastes like. Every little detail. He's a better choice than Rosa.
Are you having a hard time choosing between Chiko and me for Truffle Taster? Well, you're in luck. I'll show you right now that there's no question who should win the vote. So this is me here, and this is Chiko. Another one of me here, and another one of him. Here I am, and there he is. Me again, him again. Me, him. So, do you want to vote for good or evil? Don't you want to vote for someone who can be trusted with that valuable truffle and not some hoodlum?
Bravo, Rosa.
Well, I don't know. This is certainly
You can search from high to low,
I
but
don't think I've
Chiko
ever-
is the way to go. He's the best there is, you bet. So when you... What is this? So it's like that. So it's like that. You want to play that game, huh? Done, done, and
What are
done.
you doing?
Stop!
Okay, that's it. It's time to vote. Here we go. All in favor of Rosa eating the truffle. Four for her. And how many votes for Chiko? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5. And the winner is Chiko.
You're in for a treat, my good friend.
No! The voting was unfair. I'm pretty sure it was fixed.
Well, then what do you think we should do instead?
Just watch.
Wait, stop!
Oh!
So, how is it?
Oh, disgusting!
Oh.
How awful! Oh.
Hold on just 1 minute. It's actually not a truffle. It seems to be a lump of compost from Barry's garden. Would someone care to take a taste? Most likely it's 100% organic and won't make you sick. It might even taste like a truffle. Doesn't anyone want to challenge their taste buds? Thousands of microbes went to a lot of trouble to make this. Anyone? Pardon me, friend. May I leave my seat for a second and come over and see you?
What?
I'm just asking, may I come over and see you?
Of course, but why not?
I was just wondering if my position is expressive enough. Or maybe it would be better if I were to raise my cup a little higher. Excuse me, where is my house? And pardon the candid question, but where am I? You've only painted the forest.
Yes, my friend. I've wanted to paint the forest landscape for so long. And your wonderful house doesn't aesthetically fit into the composition.
Excuse me, but it isn't true. As a painter, you should reflect life, but you produce lies.
There's nothing I should do.
You can't just pretend it's not there. That's my house.
I tell you again, I like this forest. There's lots of things in life I like, but it's impossible to fit them in the picture. Your house is lovely, but let's leave it for another time.
That's illogical. Why is it impossible? My house fits right there in reality, so put it in the painting, maestro. Or do you think you're too good for reality?
I've painted my reality. Please go ahead. Paint a picture if you think yours is so much better.
There is only one reality. Just one. Some do not appreciate its beauty. I'm sorry to see that you're one of them. This isn't so hard. Let's see. No personal interpretation. To be a realist is a true talent. Wretched bush. It blocks the hammock. Should I paint the bush instead of the hammock? No, I should definitely put in the hammock. It's very beautiful. What to do? Not paint the bush as if it doesn't exist? No, of course not. To leave it out wouldn't get us anywhere. It wouldn't be realistic. Well, there we go. The composition is good, and there are absolutely no conflicts with reality. Wake up! Wake up, Colin! It's time to open your eyes. The light of a new day is rising. It will illuminate the darkness of your foolish fantasies.
What time is it?
The right time to be a realist. My friend, I'm beginning to think that the fates have sent you to me for a reason. You need someone to open your talent to new horizons. Compare my work to nature. It's perfect. My goodness. When did this creek get here? Believe me, my friend, it wasn't here. I'll fix this nuisance right now.
Oh!
This ridiculous fire should be removed immediately before it ruins my entire composition. This reality is very harsh. I've captured it all. This is precisely the great essence of a true and exact depiction of life. When neither the forest nor my house exist, they will remain on the canvas. And when the viewer gazes upon my picture, he or she will appreciate my artistic sincerity, because there is nothing with which to compare it now.
And what about this? What's this?
That's the hammock.
Ah. And what's this?
Where? Oh, that's, I don't remember. It's a bush! I saw it!
It's a pleasure.
Oh, so that I could... Oh, that I could see the hammock! It took half a day!